And that's my cue. And back. Welcome back, everyone. We just recruited Javik off of Eden Prime. We haven't even spoken with him up here on the ship yet. We were a bit overdue for a break. We've been going 2 hours. Trying to stick to a 90-minute, roughly 90-minute break schedule. They don't all have to be 90 minutes, but it's a good segment. And lets me get up and stretch and actually get something from 5-10 minutes of moving around. I start to go 2+ hours without taking a break. I can take a break and I don't get as much from it. So welcome back. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you. Thank you.
At ease. I don't think our guest will be a problem. Will he?
That depends on you. I can sense fear in you, anxiety and distress. The Reapers are winning.
What do you mean, you sense?
All life provides clues for those who can read them. It is in your cells, your DNA. Experience is a biological marker.
Then what exactly did I experience back on Eden Prime? That was a hell of a flashback.
The battle left its own mark on me. I communicated this to you. It can work both ways.
Like your beacons?
Yes. Which?
Bring
out Kiddick!
What's up?
You found one. You saw it all. Our destruction, our warnings. Why weren't they heeded? Why didn't you prepare for the Reapers, human?
It's Commander. And nobody could understand your warnings. The beacon nearly killed me.
Then communication is still primitive in this cycle.
We pieced together what we could, and used it to stop a Reaper invasion 3 years ago.
Then the extinction was delayed.
Now we have your plans for the device. We're going to build it.
Device?
The weapon your people were working on. I'd hoped you could tell us how to finish it.
We never finished it. It was too late.
Then I take it you don't know anything about the catalyst.
No. I was a soldier, not a scientist. Skilled in one art: killing.
What was your mission?
Among my people, there were avatars of many traits. Bravery, strength, cunning. A single exemplar for each.
Which are you?
The embodiment of vengeance. I am the anger of a dead people, demanding blood be spilled for the blood we lost. Only when the last Reaper has been destroyed will my purpose be fulfilled. I have no other reason to exist.
Wonder Bonnie will be back very soon.
Those who share my purpose become allies. Those who do not become casualties.
Damn.
Nothing in our fight against the Reapers has been that cut and dried.
Because you still have hope that this war will end with your honor intact.
I do.
Stand in the ashes of 1 trillion dead souls and ask the ghosts if honor matters.
Harsh.
This silence is your answer.
Yeah, I see it. I have no idea why it's... Maybe it's just in
We
Javik's
found
room,
this
I
at the
hope.
dig site.
Hasn't been
I
doing it
assume it belongs to you.
the whole time or anything.
It is a memory shard.
Could it help us with the device?
No, it contains only pain. But I will help you fight.
Javik's Gom Jabbar.
And the last thing the Reapers hear before they die will be the last voice of the Protheans, sending them to their grave.
If you don't mind, I have a few more questions I'd like to ask.
Here it comes.
I've written over a dozen studies on your species. I've published in several journals that...
Amusing. Asari have finally mastered writing.
I'm sorry?
Never mind. What do you wish to know?
Hi, Lonnie. Little bit of everything, Javik.
We've never seen a species with this sensory ability you have.
It was common among my people, imparting experience through touch, the chemistry of life. Complicated ideas could be absorbed in seconds.
That sounds very useful.
We evolved as hunters. Reading 1,000 details in our environment ensured our survival.
I'm beginning to understand the beacons a bit more.
Later, we developed technology to harness our ability. Information could be stored in certain objects through touch. Memory has its own biomarker, its own chemistry, as do knowledge and skills. The beacons could remember these things.
Things like Reaper invasions.
Yes, I can still sense the turmoil in you, witnessing the extinction of our empire. The fabric of your being was forever marked that day.
Liara here would never forgive me if I didn't ask you. What was Prothean civilization like?
Yes, I've always wondered, what sort of government did you have, and can you tell me about your religious beliefs, or perhaps the...
We are dead now. What does it matter?
I'm sorry. Studying your history has been a lifelong passion of mine.
When I was born, our empire was already at war with the Reapers. The first thing I remember was seeing my planet on fire.
What was your civilization like before the Reaper attack?
We were the dominant race of our cycle. We ruled the galaxy.
My studies indicated you were the only race engaged in space travel at the time. I always found that curious.
We were one empire composed of many subjects. All eventually called themselves Prothean.
What if they didn't want to?
They weren't given a choice.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
KG, thank you for the host. Welcome.
Are you saying you enslaved the other species?
Any could oppose us if they wished, and if they had won, they would have ruled. Many tried. None succeeded.
I had no idea Protheans were so... severe.
It was by necessity. Very early we encountered the dangers posed by machine intelligence. They rebelled against us.
We've had the same problem. They're called Geth.
We could not allow the machines to surpass us. It was decided the only way to win was to unite all organic life within our empire.
Did it work?
For a time. The Metacon War. We were turning the tide. Until the Reapers arrived. Then we understood machines had surpassed us long ago, in ways we could never imagine.
Back on Eden Prime, it looked like there were other stasis pods. What happened?
The Empire had fallen, and we knew our cycle was lost. We were the final vanguard, the best soldiers left alive.
So more of you were supposed to survive into this cycle?
Yes. Under my leadership, a new Prothean empire would have arisen. We would have commanded the races of your time to prepare for the next Reaper invasion. But traitors within our ranks, indoctrinated agents, betrayed us, and the Reapers discovered our plan.
Just out of curiosity, how would you have commanded us?
By leaving you no other option. You would have joined our army, or faced the Reapers alone.
We've uncovered quite a few Prothean ruins. Were you observing our ancestors?
Before the war, we cultivated species who showed potential. Eventually, you would have been offered a choice to join the Empire. But when the Reapers attacked, we ceased all study. We hoped they would see you as too primitive to harvest.
Well, thank you, I think.
I already asked him about the device.
What can you tell us about your own war with the Reapers?
Many of the details were lost.
Don't think I
The
did.
conflict lasted for centuries. Those that faced the Reapers in the beginning were long dead when I was born. There were memory shards, however, passed down from soldier to soldier. They gave us fragments of what happened.
Several years ago, we found a Prothean
gonna get
VI
angry
that called itself Vigil on the planet Ilos. He was the caretaker of a research project.
During my life, Ilos was only a rumor. It was said we had cities there, built on the ruins of a civilization before us, the Inusanon. If our scientists did have a research facility, whatever they were doing was secret.
Yes, Vigil said they wiped all traces of themselves from the records so the Reapers couldn't find them.
The scientists eventually went into cryogenic stasis.
More of my people survived?
No. But they did stop the Reapers from taking control of the Citadel in this cycle. It delayed their invasion.
I never saw the Citadel. It was captured long before I was born.
Wasn't the part I thought it was. Doc Locke, thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. Out there, feel like saying hi in chat? Let us know you're out there.
How did your
Awesome.
people wage war against the Reapers?
Attrition. We fought them system by system, planet by planet, city by city. Entire worlds were sacrificed just to slow the Reapers down. Time they spent harvesting a population was time we could regroup.
That must have cost you in the long run.
Yes. Our own people would be indoctrinated, converted, then turned against us. But there was no choice. Mercy is not a weapon. It is a weakness.
Is there anything more you can tell us about this device your people were trying to build?
We heard only stories. They said our scientists were constructing a great machine that had the power to defeat the Reapers.
You never saw it?
By that point, the Empire was smashed into pieces. None of us knew what the others were doing.
Well, if we don't finish it soon, the same will be true of us.
The way the conversations branch, if we had gone like this, and then Prothean device, and then war with the Reapers, we would have yielded an option up in this slot on the route here. I didn't take it because we would have ended the conversation if we took it, and I went back here to get Prothean device, and then that option disappeared. It's subtle, but in a way it kind of matters what order you take conversations in. There are some branches that
Thank you
are
for talking with me.
possible to
I never
miss.
imagined actually meeting a Prothean.
Although we could go back through it. We really wanted
This
it.
has been amusing.
Oh?
To discover the most primitive races of my time now rule the galaxy. The Asari, the humans, the Turians.
There's also the Solarians.
The lizard people evolved.
I believe they're amphibian.
They used to eat flies.
I love that head turn. Love
Commander,
that head turn, Liara.
count on me.
Yes.
I am known as Javik.
And welcome aboard the Normandy, Javik.
There's KG. Hey, thank you for the host. Welcome. We love Javik so much. He's pretty awesome. We'll give him a rest before we talk any more with him. He'll have plenty more to say. So, we're building the crew up a little bit. A little bit. We should probably take another trip to the Citadel. Let's see. Got Edie and Javik. Rainer, what's that?
Commander, I found something while scanning Alliance
Grissom?
channels. It could be important. Grissom Academy is requesting help. The Reaper invasion front will hit them soon.
I thought the war would close most schools.
Grissom Academy is more specialized than a normal school. It's home to some of the smartest students humanity has to offer. Their Ascension project helps gifted young biotics. If it had been open 20 years ago, I bet you'd have been there.
Yes, I sent a young man named David Archer there. I'm just surprised they're still open.
Some of their work has Alliance support. That might be why they stayed.
What can we do?
A Turian evac transport responded to their distress call, so normally I'd say we don't need to do anything. But something sounded off in the Turian signal. I had Edie perform an analysis. It's fake. Edie thinks it's Cerberus. She said the fake Turian signal was similar to the one that lured you to a collector ship?
Long story.
In any event, whoever faked the signal wants us to think Grissom Academy's being evacuated. But I believe They're still in danger.
Good catch.
Good catch.
Maybe you belong here after all.
If this really is Cerberus, hopefully this operation is something worth investigating. It could be simple disinformation.
Trainer, good catch.
Thank you, Commander.
She's a little nervous. Good at what she does. Very smart. Right. All right. Miranda Lawson, Commander. I heard about your stay with the Alliance. Can only imagine what nonsense they cooked up to keep you there. We should talk. Safer in person. You'll find me on the Citadel by Bay D-24. From Alliance News Network Information Partners. Alliance officials confirm a local resistance movement has successfully pushed Cerberus forces off Eden Prime. Cerberus attacked Eden Prime for reasons that remain unclear and set up facilities to occupy the colony. But after constant attacks from a united populace,
Message for you,
Cerberus
Commander.
troops
Just came in over a
retreated.
secure channel.
BD Gray! Yeah! Thank you, man. Thank you for the resub. Thank you for supporting the channel. Glad you're still having a good time. BD Gray, what's up, man? Are you out there? I got a whisper from you about something unrelated. Thank you. Let me read that just a sec here. There you are. Damalak, hey, welcome. Reading your message real quick. I don't have a perfect answer for you, BD Gray. I might have to get back with you on that, but I guess my short answer is it was a question about Sony, PSN, but they probably don't really care. If it's wrong, it'll have to be, you know, the information. It'll all come out in the wash one way or another. Don't worry about it, is what I'm trying to say. So Cerberus got kicked off Eden Prime, where we just were, because we found all the local information that helped the resistance movement. Alliance officials are sending in evacuation transports now to get colonists off-world before Reaper forces reach the colony. We owe this victory to the Alliance, Resistance leader Edward Crabb said in a prepared statement. The people of Eden Prime have always been ready to fight, but Alliance Intel gave us the tools we needed to push those Cerberus bastards off our planet. Many Resistance fighters have said they plan to enlist to support the Alliance. Gaz just straight up walked into one of the tripods for the lights. I realize the green screen's being goofy over here. The problem is actually over in the corner of the room. It's not anywhere near me, although it looks like it's right here. I was tweaking it. I did change the crop, but shadow's getting into the corner. I've been tweaking everything the past few days, so it's going to be a little while until I get everything back where I want it. But I think the camera's back to looking pretty good. Stream's looking pretty good. Hope the stream's looking. Grissom Academy. Keep working on energy drain. Thank you, sir. Citadel. Find someone in the Citadel who wants the Pillars of Strength, the banner of the 1st Regiment. We have not picked up the Prothean Obelisk yet. Right, we don't have that yet. Go to a Cerberus mission. First of the N7 missions. Plans after Mass Effect 3, not Andromeda, I hope, says Prestige. Not Andromeda. No specific plans. I don't want to throw too many game names out there because I really haven't decided yet. But we have stuff from the fall. I want to play something a little newer. I was thinking about it earlier. Mass Effect, Rise of the Tomb Raider's not very new anymore. So, although we played Horizon and Nier and Zelda, some of the games that are new this year, we missed a lot. We didn't get, because of the whole neck thing, we didn't get to play a lot in the fall. Stuff like Mankind Divided and Dishonored, and, you know, I've said them a whole bunch of times, thrown the names around, and then they're still not on the schedule yet. And I'm not ready to commit to what's after this. But maybe a smaller game or two, and then something a little meatier, something that's going to take us a week or more to play. Cerberus Lab, let's go. Sorry I mentioned it, C-Star, I know. It depends on the background too, whether you can see it much. Oddly enough, in my OBS setup, I was trying dark and light backgrounds and I couldn't see it in testing. I'm just thrilled that it's back now. I thought I had it licked. I don't have it licked. Cool. Go to Asgard and... Go to Asgard and scan before we move on. We're thinking about Bound. Which one is Bound?
I found something.
Lucky there. Small terrestrial world with little to recommend it. Loki's one hemisphere is largely covered by ice and the other by craggy basaltic highlands. The rough, varied terrain suggests an ancient cataclysm caused significant damage to the planet, reaching 6.5 AU at Paragon and 7.1 AU at Apogee. Loki's unusual elliptical orbit reinforces this hypothesis. Ice cap, subterranean tunnels. Spec Ops, Team Delta. Five things in this system. Terra Nova was one of the Class 1 colonization prospects discovered by the first wave of Alliance surveys in 2150. It was the second human extrasolar colony and the first beyond the Charon mass relay. Once boasted the highest population of any formally endorsed Alliance colony, but in recent years threats of Batarian attack caused many to emigrate. The name Exodus Cluster came all too apt. The Reapers landed on Terra Nova after a brief battle with the Alliance's 6th Fleet. Aware that it would lose, the fleet retreated in hopes of meeting with allies and retaking the planet. Intelligence indicates that Reaper force here is light. The debate rages over whether to try to liberate the planet, or if such an effort would provide futile if the Reapers sent reinforcements. Might take a look. Have to take a look at that. Prestige, at least. Watch a clip or two. Number of games coming out in August I'm interested in. I'm near the end. Uncharted's 20-something, right? And then, or when is Uncharted spin-off coming out? And the Life is Strange prequel, even though voice actor change and all that, I'm still interested. Tyr, compositionally similar to Earth, lies 4 AU from Asgard and possesses an atmosphere primarily composed of nitrogen and ethane.
Anything already? A wet dog.
Alright, let's pop out and back in.
Reapers eluded.
We also need to find the fuel that's in the system.
Faster than light jump successful.
Probably on
Evasion
the
successful.
top half. Gotta be some fuel
Reapers
as well.
eluded.
This planet is not the last thing in this system that we haven't found. There it is. It's in a
Faster than
terrible
light jump
spot.
Successful.
We need to spawn in on that
Evasion
side,
successful.
which eventually will happen. Bohr is a hydrogen helium gas giant with over 90 moons. Remains of a Reaper destroyer. Need to pop in that same spot
Reapers
one
eluded.
more time in order to get that
Light
fuel.
jump successful.
A little bit of random. A little bit of luck. Go, 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 go!
Evasion successful.
Yeah, we're out of here. So Grissom Academy is there. We have to head right for Grissom, or do we have a little flexibility? Maybe we should head right for Grissom. There's that one on kind of a silent timer. I don't know what the time frame is. We should go to Grissom. Your crew will mutiny if you keep that up. I've got headphones on, but the dogs hate that very bassy sound when the Reapers are moving in. Terrible. Play that over speakers and a subwoofer. In the 2013 Tomb Raider, it was similar. Really deep thrum. Let's drop a save here. Third save. Go down. Stated mission of the John Grissom Academy, commissioned in 2176, is to serve a student population demonstrating excellence and a passion for math, science, and the liberal arts. Its entirely human student body ranges in age from the early teens to the mid-20s. Although the fact is not heavily advertised, the institution also offers classes for students with biotic capability. The school's Ascension project seeks to train these students and integrate them into normal society. Paragon! Any chance we'll see a 24-hour stream soon? Not that soon. I'd love to. Soon as possible, but that doesn't mean soon. Not really. We haven't gotten back to 12 yet. I was thinking about it earlier today. What I'd like to do is get to some 12s and see how those go. We've had a bunch of 8s. We've had at least one, maybe 2 9s. We haven't even had a 12 yet since I had spinal surgery. And 24s aren't going to happen before 12s. Let's see how the 12s go. What I'd like to do, though, is not just test out a 12, but if the 12s go well, I'd like to start working some regular 12 hours back onto the schedule. If those two things happen, if I can do a 12 again and it goes well, and we can get 12s back on the schedule, and that goes well, then we'll think about pushing it a little further. I'd like to be there. You know I'd like to be there. We used to chew through games in part because we could knock out 24 hours of a game here and 12 there and 12 there and 12 there and 24 there. And we chewed through some games. So we haven't quite been at that pace for a while. Health first. Absolutely. Grissom. Grissom. Bring Edie out. Javik has Dark Channel, Vengeful Ancient is his unlock, right? Later. Does he have that? Bring James and his Carnage. Chicken tenders. About Edie and Garrus. Don't have a lot of choices for mods, so we're just using what we've got. Edie's gonna need some skills. Ribs sound good, yes. Ribs sound really good. Who was the first to mention ribs? Was it Crash? Crash, were you the one who brought up ribs first? Gotta blame someone for ribs out there. Armor damage, 50% extra to armored targets. Decoy, it's fun, but on Insanity it's not that helpful. Defense Matrix, I don't know when I'll actually use it, and I don't have power usage on auto, so it's not gonna happen if I don't use it. Yeah. Kimberly, not an advocate, though struggled through a few of them as a viewer. Wombat, not an advocate for health reasons, but it was fun to leave the stream up and go to bed, and then hear the stream all through the night. Yeah, waking up randomly to watch. Oh, we can get a little bit of that out of 12s. It'll depend on what part of the world you're in, when they happen. Nope, baby steps, 12s before any more 24s.
Distress call, Cerberus cruiser. At least a dozen fighters on blockade duty. Not too many for us in a straight-up fight. They must want this place bad.
Receiving incoming transmission. Let's hear it.
SSB Normandy. This is Kaylee Sanders, Director of Grissom Academy. We need immediate assistance. Cerberus is attacking the facility. They're after my students.
This is Commander Shepard. We're blocked on a direct approach.
I know. They've taken control of our docking base.
Any alternatives?
There's an auxiliary cargo port I could probably open.
All right, we'll come in by shuttle and get your students out of there. Joker, can you give me a diversion?
Oh boy, can I? Come and get me.
Keep the shuttle in position.
I like the way it got bigger. That's cool. It was a lot. It blew my mind. Although when DRK came in while we were playing some Witcher one day, that also blew my mind.
Commander, I'm locked in a server room around the corner. Cerberus troops are trying to get in.
Get ready. I've almost got the door.
So, since we didn't bring Liara, we've got no stasis bubbles here. I still have singularities, but no stasis bubbles.
Sanders, we're clear. It's me.
Don't shoot.
Commander, thank you. Admiral Anderson always said you were the best. And with Cerberus coming for my students, I need the best.
How many of you are there?
Fewer than 20. Most were sent home when word of the Reaper invasion spread. But a few volunteered to stay. Some are prototyping tech for the Alliance. Others are biotics. They've been training for military operations, working together as biotic artillery.
You said something about Admiral Anderson.
Destroy you!
Yes, we met, God, what's it been? 20 years ago when he was a Spectre candidate. I was there when Saren betrayed him. David saved my life that day. He's a good man.
He was on Earth when the Reapers hit. He stayed behind when I got off-world.
I hadn't heard. We've been cut off from most news. He's alive?
Alive and fighting. He's currently leading the resistance movement.
Good. If we get out of here... Well, just tell him to stay alive.
A few months knocking over practice dummies can't prepare your students for war.
Agreed, but the Alliance needs every resource it can get. And our students are unique resources. They wanted to help. How could we say no with the entire galaxy falling apart?
Roger, roger.
Hang on. I've been trying to get communications working.
This is Froberg. There are students trapped in Orion Hall. Cerberus has us boxed in. They're closing fast.
Damn it.
Orion Hall?
Back out the door and down the hallway. I can get the door open.
I'll bring them back here and we'll make a run for the shuttle.
Thank you, Commander. I'll stay put. With luck, I can regain control of some of our systems.
Things in the starship are smooth and groovy. Tonight. How are you tonight?
I'll get the door for you. It leads to Orion Hall.
And maybe tell we're at Grissom Academy. We're gonna meet an old friend here. We're trying to rescue a few students. Meanwhile, Cerberus is dragging them off! Seriously, you guys. Not cool. Smoothie. Gonna meet my girl here. Don't worry, we'll take good care of her.
Nobody's going to hurt you. The file says we need you alive. But
Stir.
your sister, she's optional. You give us trouble, we'll find her.
There may be more nearby. Play dead until it's safe, then get to Kaylee Sanders at security.
Okay, but my sister Sean is out here somewhere too.
It's like there's some competition for Jack's attention there. We came from there, went over. Tactical Analysis Review, Student ID 275668. Unshielded opponent approaching at 2 o'clock. Shielded opponent approaching at 12 o'clock. Both holding heavy pistols. Most effective way to take them down? You chose Shockwave. Correct answer, Singularity followed by Warp. Instructor comments, Shockwave inadequate against shielded enemy. Your barrier would hold long enough against heavy pistols for a Singularity to catch both. Warp on the unstable biotic field created by the Singularity results in an explosion, neutralizing both enemies.
You are the best and the brightest that humanity has to offer.
Instructor's log. The kids are getting better at this shit, but I'm worried. I don't think we've got enough time to pull this off. There's just no way they could really survive out there without way more training. Not without any field experience at all. Doing my best to get them ready. Didn't think I'd ever care this much, but I won't let anyone hurt them. They're my kids. Mine.
Cerberus can give you the tools you need. You need us, and we need you.
Yeah, little heavy-handed hint. I need them. I need a refresher on biotic combos every time I play. Doesn't matter how many times I've played. We get a map for Edie. There we go. Burn! Terrible. They're pushing right up. Hot damn. Where you going? Edie, what the hell?
Right.
It's all about attitude. About attitude.
Riley Boom, if you're out there, we know your parents are on Earth. Come with us. Show us how to use the prototype mech you've been working on.
Eviscerator shotgun.
You have a free ticket. And saving your parents.
Stay back. I'll...
Yo, what?
She needs help now.
Sean, can you hear me?
How do you know my name?
I saved your brother. He's with Kaylee Sanders at security. Can you get to her?
Yeah. I just need to rest for a minute. Thank you.
Attention, all students. Cerberus troops have taken control.
No matter who you like or who you hate in the Mass Effect world, you gotta give them credit, BioWare, for creating characters that are capable of being loved and hated simultaneously in some cases. Interesting characters. Even the ones you don't like are sometimes compelling.
Eat this! Jack?
Jack.
Shepard?
Everyone get down! This thing's out of your league! Shepard, keep it off us!
The students aren't a trained military
Oh, bad
force.
cover.
They need support.
It's an awesome cover Shepard can't really use. Shit, and we're kind of flanked here too. I can't use this cover. Can't stay here. Okay. Is he still alive? No. Good. have to kite around this block with the mech. Shit, we got spawns with the worst fucking timing. Damn, why are you out of cover? Shep. Ah, the mech is down.
Kaylee said she was putting out an SOS. I had no idea the Queen of the Girl Scouts would show up. All right, amp check. Prangley, those fields were weak. Cerberus isn't gonna lie down out of pity like that girl you took to prom. Grab juice and an energy bar. We move in 5. Damn it! How many times did I tell you not to trust Cerberus?
Yeah.
You're not telling me anything I haven't told myself, Jack. Oh, you feel bad? Well, shit. I bet that's a big comfort to all the people Cerberus has killed.
As charming as ever.
Good to see you again, Garrus. It still looks like shit. Okay, right now, all I care about is getting my guys out of here. Your guys? Yeah, I guess so.
Jack's all grown up.
I can't think of anybody who could care about them more. Well, I had some free time while you were off playing hero. Alliance Brass knew I helped you. They offered me this. And apparently the students responded well to my teaching style.
The psychotic biotic.
I will destroy you! Drink your juice, Rodriguez. You couldn't destroy wet tissue paper.
Cortez to extraction team. The Cerberus cruiser is coming back.
How long have we got?
2 minutes tops, Commander. After that, there's no way we'll get past them.
Get out of here and back to the Normandy. We'll find another way off the station.
Roger that. Good luck, ma'am.
I think it
Shepard
was.
to Sanders.
Something
The
in
students
that
are
scene.
safe, but the shuttle's a no-go.
Understood. I might know another way off the station, but I need station-wide camera access. Can you disable the Cerberus security override? It's routed through Orion Hall, so it should be nearby.
How does camera access get us off this station?
We need to reach the Cerberus shuttles. The cruiser won't auto-target friendly ships, which gives us a fighting chance to escape. Get me back the cameras, and I'll find a path to the shuttles that keeps Cerberus from boxing you in.
High priority target. Student ID 12-5D Prangley. Status capture priority Alpha. Bring back alive at all costs. Vital retrieval subject due to high level biotic abilities paired with high leadership testing scores. Considered prime candidate for indoctrination and high level enhancements for subsequent long term infiltration relocation.
Sanders, you should have access now.
Got it. The fastest way is through the atrium, but Cerberus has sealed the doors. You'll need to disable the magnetic locks. The overrides should be directly above the door.
I really think we're getting out of here?
Of course we are. Don't talk like that.
Sorry.
We'll be ready when you need us, Commander.
So our teacher worked with Commander Shepard? That's pretty badass.
I can't believe you and our teacher worked together. With both of you here. Maybe we've got a chance. I can't believe you and our teacher worked together.
I think I pulled a
With
muscle.
both of you here.
Just drink your
Maybe we've got a
juice. You'll be
chance.
fine.
Got it.
You should be able to force the door open.
Which
now.
is that
I'll get to the shuttles
Max
ahead of you.
Jimenez.
Get a pair ready to fly.
Welcome back.
Names? They must have files on all
Why?
of us.
That doesn't sound sinister at all. I read that wrong. Yeah.
Barely lift 100 kilos.
Yeah, but at least I passed biomathematics.
Hey, Jack.
Hey,
Hey.
Let me know when we've got a new way off this station.
How are the students handling the war?
How do you think? They're a bunch of teenagers. Until a few months ago, their biggest concern was getting laid.
You don't think they're ready for war?
I don't think they have a choice.
So all this talk about biotic artillery strikes...
It's great in theory. Maybe they'll get it together once they've seen some action.
But...
they'd be better off as support. Put them in the back ranks, helping with barriers and shit. I don't know.
Have you told them that?
No. They need me to believe in them. I did pick up a few things listening to your damn speeches.
I have to say, Jack, you look good.
Yeah, well, maybe some of your attitude rubbed off on me. I never had a family. And these guys... anyone screws with my students, I will tear them apart.
What's so valuable about these students? Biotically, I mean.
Well, what's scarier than a pissed-off biotic attacker? A whole bunch of them working together. It's like a biotic artillery strike. Any asshole gets in our way, we rip him to shreds.
Doesn't that exhaust them?
Yeah, sure. But we've been working on conditioning, improving endurance. Whenever they complain, I tell them about the collector base, holding that damn biotic bubble up against those bug things. Ugh. I kept thinking, damn, let the Solarian handle this. He can talk them to death.
Stay close. We'll get you out of here.
Get you out of here.
Good.
This fight's ahead. Well, good luck.
Everyone, be ready. We'll go in first and draw their fire. We'll shadow you from the second level and hit those guys from above.
That, Jack.
A good strategy that protects the students from direct fire.
Damage, don't take any risks.
Just time your shots and stay safe. All right, I didn't bust my ass training you so you could die now. Keep low, pick your targets.
Students of Grissom Academy, the station is sealed. The Alliance soldiers cannot save you. All they can do is get you killed. Surrender peacefully and you won't be harmed.
Asshole.
Damn it, they're messaging everyone. Students, switch your Omni tools to privacy mode so they can't track you.
What if they're not lying?
Cerberus. They're
You've
lying.
already held your own against Cerberus. You've been trained for this by one of the best.
Come on, Rodriguez. They're only asking nicely because you scared them in that last fight. So take your balls out of your purse and kick some ass.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's go!
All right. You're ready for a lot of deaths. Okay, so what are we doing here? One thing we might do is try to get crew to cover, and I try to get up this ramp as quickly as possible. Not the best start. Fuck with the grenades. Really? Already? Okay, that was a little rough. You guys get up here. Get the crew up here. This is about where I want to be, though. This fight is nasty and long and nasty and long. Damn. Damn, they already got someone. Alright, we're gonna have to, that means we're gonna get flanked now. The crew's... Okay, that's one down. But you see how we're being...
Ready for action?
We're getting flanked here. Can't have that. I don't know if I got flanked from behind or someone was just shooting while I wasn't in full cover there. But that's where I want to be in that fight. Placement was all right. See if we can get the crew further up. I don't really want them there, but I want them to be on the move. I want them higher up the ramp. Right off the bat. In fact, I kind of want them here. And if they move fast enough, we might be able to do something about these guys before it gets out of hand. Yeah, like that. Like that. Oh, could we have more of that, please? Get down, Shepard. Yeah, see, we're being flanked up here. That may have been what happened last time. Can't believe that engine. Oh, he's by a shield generator, is why. Standing by one. A grenade is now here in my face. Disable this generator right now. That was the pylon. There go his shield. Die!
Ready for action?
Hell yeah!
Shepard. He didn't. Oh, man. I need my shield back and I'm about to die. I'd steal a shield from someone if I thought I could. I don't think this will even dagger him much. Nothing was gonna save me there. Discussions of perfection, huh? First challenge is to get your team through the freaking door. You've had them wind up trapped in the corridor. Powers were still available, but if they don't shoot or draw fire, hijinks ensue. Sometimes that's what you want. Sometimes that's perfect. Let's get them up the hill again. Get them up the ramp again. I'm gonna try and go a little further this time, if possible. Maybe I can get them. I still want them somewhere around here. And I still want to be somewhere around here. I just need to do better with what approaches. And then we've got the door that opens up. Okay, that's one set of turrets that will never come into existence. There's the actual grenade. Alright, I see it. Edie, that's fine. You stay there. Kill this generator right now. Shield generator. Bye-bye. Pylon ship. Edie, what the fuck? Edie, really? Maybe I can get her over here. It's so slow to get back in cover here. Almost dead, huh? We'll fix that. We get a mail slot for that? Maybe not. Dead! We got a mail slot for that. Who's Edie toe-to-toe with? There's a generator down there. Oh no! Look who I fucked up and forgot again. And I'm gonna go ahead and preempt this. Get a little heal in. Ew. It should work better than it does. Get their shields ripped off. Oh, pull. I gotta pull. Forget I pulled. Nothing's pulling their shields. I'm dead. To be tucked in this corner to avoid getting hit from down there. The singularities aren't doing a whole hell of a lot. Guess we just gotta hit him through the mail slot. Shepard! That was a hell of a time to break cover. There's no one else out here, right? Bye-bye! Hey, Yeldon.
Kaylee, we're in the atrium.
I'm taking a back route to the shuttles. I'll meet you there.
Finally we get a save. That's the only checkpoint you get here. Try to leave the crew back here. Jack alive. Go. Jack's alive. Oh. That's not gonna get him. I wasn't even aiming. I didn't see the combat engineer. Trying to aim that singularity at the trooper, but the combat engineer gets priority. Right there, you're gonna burn!
I told you to watch your barriers. Frank, slap some Medigel on her.
Shit. Can't even see who's actually shooting at Shepard. I know where they are. There's a walk taken. There, you can see him now. Still both in here? Where's, why is Garrus not in here? Oh, that was beautiful. I think that was one of the students. Nice work. They may not have experience, but they've got spirit. Close the blast doors! Close the blast doors! Combat engineer up there, huh? That's none too cool. And one right here. Shit! Shit! Son of a... Laugh it up! Laugh it up, fuzzball. too far for that to arc.
Like hell you are. Stay down. You die on me, I will kick your ass. You come after my kids, you are dead. You hear me?
Oh! Yeah, but Eldon, if you play games enough, if you play any one game enough times, you might decide that you want to see everything it has to offer, even if it's kind of grim. Man, they just filled me full of holes. That was cold. You guys get back in here.
Keep your damn barriers up.
Get back in here. Isn't really a good spot. I mean, here by the door is about as good as it gets. Anywhere else on this map that I can think of would be flanked from at least one other position. Shepard, get inside! Oh, damn. Did he really go down? Oh, Edie's there. They're just a little confused about where to shoot. It's really the best place for them, though. They'll be safe in here as long as they stay there. And that turret's right above my head. That's, a real problem. Hello! Edie, don't get creative here.
I will.
No, I said don't get creative here. One more. Turret's down. There's probably still an engineer up there. That turret has killed me so many times. Yeah, there's our engineer. There's another engineer. Do you hear it? He's dropping another turret. I don't see him, but he's up there.
not being detected. They know what they're doing, though. You need to hurry.
You say hurry, I say there's gotta be some more ammo laying around here. Or not.
Excellent!
Here we go. You know who's here around the corner?
That's an impressive barrier, Octavia. Our file says you've been working on shield technology.
It's a handheld, multi-core solution based on cyclonic barrier technology. And it's pronounced Octavia.
Why don't you come out peacefully? Fire!
I don't know who you are, but stay back.
We just saved you. Doesn't buy us any goodwill?
I'm Commander Shepard with the Alliance. I'm here to help.
I didn't buy it from the last guy, and I've got no reason to buy it now.
The square root of 906.01 equals...
30.1.
Hello, Commander Shepard.
David, you know her?
Yes. She rescued me from Cerberus. Sent me here. She made it quiet.
You did a great job keeping yourself safe. The biotic students are up there. Stay close. They'll get you out of here.
Okay. Thanks.
He looks much healthier.
I remember you. The Normandy computer. Sorry.
No apology is necessary.
Has Grissom Academy been all right?
Yes. I've been counting.
Anything in particular?
The number of days you lengthened my life. The security office. I hacked the lock. Guns. Lots of guns.
Means one.
Goodbye.
But still, thank you. If you're gonna say lots of guns, you gotta have more than one, though. Serrator. Ahmad.
Looks like schematics for AMP interfaces. Not as good as what we already have, but still worth a look.
One's in trouble. Burn! Burned away. Turtle boy, thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. High priority target, student ID 26-2B, Rodriguez. Status capture priority alpha, bring back alive at all costs. Vital retrieval subject due to very high aptitude scores. Despite limited biotic ability, considered prime candidate for indoctrination and enhancement under the Phantom Initiative. We don't want that. Rodriguez turned into a Phantom? Oh, hell no. Finally hit something with a rocket. Oh, come on. No way a rocket does nothing to you in close quarters like that. Doesn't have to be a direct hit. Splash damage exists.
Hostiles up top. We're on!
Oh! Oh, sorry, that's Garrus. Sorry, Garrus! Eat it! Oh!
Okay, we're clear. Move your ass before backup arrives.
Hurry, Commander. The Normandy has pulled the cruiser out of position. We need to leave now.
Kaylee, how's it coming?
Shuttles are unlocked.
Take the controls and get the students aboard.
Wait, where the hell's Rodriguez?
She needs covering fire.
She needs more than that.
Joker, we flew out on a Cerberus shuttle. What's your fire?
Right, I've got you on sensors. Should just be a minute.
Thank you, Commander. We'd have never gotten off that station if you hadn't come.
Forget that. We kicked some ass. Next place we dock, you're all getting inked. My treat. What do you guys want? Ascension Project logo? Glowing fist? Maybe a unicorn for Rodriguez? Screw you, ma'am!
I can't believe we got them out alive. I was going to suggest that they stick to support roles. But perhaps they're ready after all.
Jack already told us what she thought.
Now, they're definitely ready, but the Alliance needs them in a support role.
What? We trained for artillery strikes.
We don't need another artillery unit. We need stronger barriers for our frontline squads.
This is bullshit! Hey, if that's where they need us, that's where we go. Besides, I'm sure we'll get some shots in.
Commander, we've got a visual on you now.
Jack is secretly relieved.
Hey, Jack, now that you're military, you gonna wear a uniform, or are you just getting the officer's bars tattooed on?
Screw you, Flight Lieutenant.
What the hell was that?
Jack promised to watch
Nice
your
timing.
language in order to maintain the necessary professionalism we need from our teachers.
Would she have a swear jar or something? 'Cause I bet if we empty that thing, we can afford another cruiser.
Cover your ears, kids. Hey, Joker.
Shepard, damned if you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Good to see you too, sir.
Sir, I may have reinstated you, but that doesn't give you permission to go all formal on me.
Then I'm glad you managed to keep your ass alive, Anderson.
That's more like it. Looks like you didn't waste any time getting to work. I can only imagine what would have happened to those kids if they'd fallen into Cerberus' hands.
They're definitely eager to help.
These students are some of the best humanity has to offer, and we're throwing them into battle. God damn it, I hate this war. Hackett didn't mention in his report.
Kaylee Sanders is safe. She's with the recruits.
Thanks, Shepard. When I heard about the attack, well, I've already lost a lot of friends.
She asked me to tell you to stay alive.
Did she now? Well, thanks, Shepard. That might be the first good news I've heard this week. Anderson out.
Commander, Admiral Hackett's available on VidCom.
Cool. Back on the ship. Our war assets doing? Still cut in half, but we're picking things up. 103rd Marine Division, 1st Fleet, Kaylee Sanders, Jack, Spec Ops Team Delta, Cruiser Shanghai, Naval Exploration Flotilla, Eden Prime support. Researchers who studied Prothean tech on Eden Prime avoided capture by Cerberus. They've forwarded copies of their work to the Alliance, hoping it can help build the Prothean device found on Mars. Though its military defenses were seriously damaged by the Cerberus invasion, Eden Prime's remaining government has loaned the Alliance several Athabasca-class supply freighters. Eden Prime's colonists drove Cerberus away from their system entirely. With its shipping lanes secure, the colony is sending out as many supplies and equipment as it can spare. Way of getting people to play the multiplayer and mobile games. So I'm gonna take another break here. First chunk of the stream was 2 hours. This one was close to that. A little more than an hour and a half.
All those refugees have to go somewhere. Commander, you may want to check in on shuttle pilot Cortez down in the armory.
And we shall. Right, let's go check in on Cortez now, but we are going to probably only take one more break, and then we'll have about a 2-hour chunk of the stream. So one less break than usual, slightly longer bits and pieces. Prestige, are you gonna take off? You gonna get some rest? Have a good one, man. Have a good rest of your weekend. Enjoy your Sunday. Relax, man.
Stay with me. Run. Get out of there. You can make it. No, I can't, Steve. But you can. Promise me.
End on a sad note before the break. Yeah, I guess so, Eldon. Well, I'm committed now. Don't make me an anchor, Steve.
But I know you. Don't make me an anchor. Promise me, Steve.
Promise me, Steve.
No, don't.
Commander. Sorry. Didn't see you there. This is a recording from Ferris Fields. Months ago. I lost a lot of friends that day. I lost my husband. I grieved. Said goodbye, made my peace.
Good guy Cortez. Feeling sad.
You were talking with him when the collectors hit?
I was organizing construction at a remote station a few clicks south of the main colony. Robert managed to get outside of the field the collectors put up. Instead of running, he called me.
I'm sorry for your loss. He obviously cared a lot about you.
He was afraid I wouldn't let go. But for him, I moved on. Or at least I thought I had. Then the invasion hits, there's no time. And the one thing I grab is this. I mean, what's the point of moving on with your life when everything is going to hell?
Start thinking that way and we've already lost.
Yeah, you're right, but... well, to be honest, I've never felt as alone as I do right now.
You're not alone, Steve. I'm here. Anytime you need me.
I appreciate that, Shepard, I really do. But don't worry, Commander. When I'm in that pilot seat, I'm there 100%. I won't fail you. It's just the downtime between missions that's hard, you know?
I know.
Yeah, ending on a sad note. Sorry about that. But it is. Damage and duration. Straight damage. Duration on warp. That warp's getting much stronger. Looking good, Shep. Level 38 already. We imported at what, 32 or 33? Hey there, Simpika. Happy Saturday to you. Hope you're well. We're about to take a break, so you got here right there, right at that time. TYB, nice new color, man. Submitted your emotes today? Right on. You imported at 30. Was it 30? Cool. KG, good memory. Thank you. So we've gotten 8 levels so far. We had less than a box of Renegade and a full bar of Paragon at the end of Mass Effect 2, and you can see it imported without sticking us with too much Renegade for that box we nearly had. I'm great, Sapika. Very glad this Saturday. Got our last little bit of nice weather before the storms move in for a few days. It's going to be storming for most of the next week. Oh man, I've been very hit or miss here today though. Shooting. I had a couple terrible sequences. I just died again. I think we can go on to the Cerberus lab. How about after the break we go after that first of the Cerberus, of the N7 missions, which is a Cerberus lab. Stay tuned. If you've been sitting here for 2 hours, get up and stretch your legs. But otherwise, stay tuned. I'll see you back here in a few.